Well, good afternoon. It's been a while. This is Marcus. Listen, talking on discussions here today. Hopefully the quality is going to turn out maybe not as good as on a microphone, but right now I'm on the back porch just having a cool orange drink, and thought I would try this doing a podcast episode on my phone using the app here. And so I did it once before a long time, so I figured might as well just go excuse me there and do it now. Sorry about the cough there, got a little allergies going on. So anyway, like I said, it's been a while, and sorry about that. My own fault, as you know, I'm Mr. Procrastinator when doing things. So what has been going on? Well, we are my classmates and we are on the end of our spring break, and it's been nice. A little bit of schoolwork we did. We had to listen to a recording, 3-hour recording of our upcoming class, which I personally don't mind. I'll probably listen to it again tomorrow. Get up early in the morning and maybe hit some key points to it, so I'll be ready for class upcoming. But besides that, just working a lot, trying to catch up on some bills a little bit, and have a little extra money on the side. A lot of times, to be honest with you, just been doing a lot of housework around the place here. And so that has been a big thing. Been trying to take care of some things I have here. If you hear some dogs in the background, I got my daughter's 3 dogs here while she's going to Charleston for the day. So I had them over here in the backyard. We're just enjoying a beautiful day. So anyway, but with all that being said, we're just going to be probably getting ready to head back to school here the upcoming Monday morning. So with all that being said, is I tell you one thing, I want to share a story here with you. I was out here on the back porch with my wife and I, and it's been probably over a year since I cleaned the gutters out here, and because I just hate cleaning gutters, and it's probably about 8 feet up high, nothing really big, on level ground on the porch, wooden porch. And sure enough, man, they were just topped off, and we had a huge rainstorm. And I'm cleaning a section off, and get up on the side of the roof, and we just got it all done. And also I've been doing a little pressure washing back here, cleaning the vinyl siding off also. Well, my wife was down here kind of keeping an eye on the ladder, and with that saying, when she went around to the front of the house, and I was saying, well, I can get back down. So when I was transitioning off the metal roof porch to the ladder, the bottom ladder kicked out from underneath me. I took a hard spill. I'm not kidding you. I thought I broke my shoulder. I landed right on my left shoulder. And I just took a really hard hit on that. And when she came running around and sat me up, and the first thing I thought about was, man, I'm going to be kicked out of school. That's the first thing I thought of. And the second thing I thought of, I'm like, man, how am I going to make a paycheck? And it was just, those are 2 things that went through my mind. And I was just regretting every minute of climbing off that ladder, and should have waited for her to come down and make sure that everything was okay. At least had her foot on it there. So long story short, I ended up going, I ran over to the Newberry Hospital. They're an orthopedic hospital, and luckily they saw nothing broken. And not to say there can be a hairline fracture somewhere, but, the treatment's no different. So, but I got movement in it, but I tell you, I just think I took a very deep muscle bruise, and dealing with that right there. And I feel like more of anything, my pride and ego was more bruised. But I'm telling you, at 53 years old, I just don't bounce back, and we don't heal as quick as like we used to there. And so hopefully we got a couple more weeks in class, and we're going to have another little break here. So, but I'm hoping I'll be able to hit back to work here And in a couple of weeks, so hopefully by next weekend, I'll be back on the truck. So if you see me in class gimping around a little bit or favoring my shoulder, that's what happened if you listen to this here. And so I tell you, just made you think. Just makes you think within a microsecond. Things change pretty quick in life. And I tell you, I've dealt with hundreds and hundreds of people in the back of the truck. And the majority of the calls that I run on the ambulance, they're not serious. Not serious at all. And from time to time, I do get a serious one. There's some I get where, someone's having an active heart attack or someone's having a stroke going on. And with that being said, and there's many times I have transported people from one hospital from one place to another, and they have had some bad news given to them. And so with that being said, things change really quick, and it makes me look at a very different perspective of my little incident that I had of things can change real quick in my life, and it affects a lot of people. And so I guess where I'm trying to get at is that it also makes point of decisions that we make. Decisions that we can make in our life can really change things very quickly for the good and also for the bad. And also, with that being said, it will affect our lives also. Can affect others. So that decision I made of not waiting to get all into the ladder had the opportunity to affect my family, and a lot of his livelihood. I think a lot about money. I like money. I work to make money, but we need money to survive. It makes the world go round. It is what it is. And so this made me really start to think of that. Maybe I need to start making better, slowing it down and maybe making better decisions. And when I say, well, I can maybe do this by myself, or maybe I need to wait and get a little extra help. And I'm pretty good on that. One thing I've always kind of prided myself, in EMS or any type of EMS, hospital work, bedside, I've seen a lot of bad backs on people. And I've really kind of seen that, and I'm like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to put myself in that position. That's a better way of putting it, where I don't really want to hurt my back or harm my back by moving people around and picking things up or getting myself into a position I shouldn't need to. So I'm going to be honest with you. With that being said, I don't think twice about calling for lifting assistance, maybe getting the fire department out. And also with that, it's not just because of me on my back or my partner's safety. It's also, it's for the patient's safety. You don't want to drop the patient. That's a bad situation you're going to get into. But I always say more hands make less work. So, and also there's a lot more stronger, younger firemen than I am. And a lot of them, they'd be more than happy to help. But sometimes I hate to get them up at 2 and 3 in the morning, but sometimes I need them. But it's for the greater good, for the cause of everything. So I've always made good decisions on that. So this past week, I did not make a good decision on getting on that ladder right there. So if anything you can take home from this is that I want you to think about of what decisions, just be careful of the decisions that you make, because it could end up making a harmful effect for your future, also with your family right there. With that being said, you're going to see me hobbling in the class probably on Monday, guarding my arm, but I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm sure that Caroline will, because she already got on to me about it. So with that being said, y'all have a good last 2 days of our spring break. Beautiful weather we're having out here today. So I will see you on Monday, and y'all have a good day, and thank you again for listening to Discussions.